Today I'm out at the local range for the 8th installment of On Paper. Yeah, it's been a while. What am I going to be putting on paper today? The Smith & Wesson M&P 15T, chambered in 5.56 by 45 millimeter.
NATO.
Now before I put it on paper, let's take it over to the bench so you guys and gals at home can get a better look at it. Here on the bench is the Smith & Wesson M&P 15T. What's there to say about this thing? This is a Gen 1 15T. The Gen 2s and whatever generation Smith & Wesson is on now for the 15T, they don't come with a quad rail. I think you can get an option with a quad rail. It's a mid-length quad rail. It says military and police on it. I'm not quite sure who makes their quad rails, but this one, being a Gen 1, has a 1-in-9 barrel twist, and it's chrome lined. The newer generations have they moved to a 1-in-8 barrel twist, and it's not chrome lined. They're like melanite or some other coating. So I don't know a lot about this rifle. This is my first AR-15, and I purchased it. I didn't build this rifle. I walked into an outlet store, seen it sitting there, $1,800, just paid them, got out of there, loved it ever since. So this is a Gen 1. It has just like a UTG standard Walmart bipod on it. It's adjustable, spring-loaded legs. It pivots. It is awesome. I mean, this thing works great. It's a budget bipod. It does everything I want it to. This is a Mako foregrip, and so this actually accepts a magazine, so that is really neat. I just wanted something different than everybody else had. You put another magazine in there, it looks cool. Are you ever going to use it? Probably not. These are P-mags, bloody P-mags, long 13 hair. The man painted these for me. This is his handprint with a glove on it. He just dipped his hand in some red paint, put it on there. I have some red rail covers to match it a little bit. Gives it a little bit of character. Up top, yes, laugh now. That is a UTG sniper scope. And so it is a 3 to 12 power. And for what I use it for, not battle, range time. Now for the range time that I use it for, it works amazing. The glass isn't real clear. I mean, it's clear enough for me. So if it's clear enough for me, the price was good from Optics Planet, so I picked it up. It's been on there for like 8 years, and I just love it. So it's got the flip-up caps. It has your bullet drop adjustments for 5.56, so it's designed for 5.56. We have the Magpul MOE grip on there. It's not the Plus, but it's really, really nice. I like that. And then I have the Magpul CTR 6-way adjustable and lockable stock. We have the Magpul single point sling attachment and the ASAP for the second point sling, so you can switch from single point to dual point sling. Really like it. I also have the Duick Defense offset sights on there. So there's your rear Duick Defense offset sight. There's the front one. And so you can use your scope and then tip the rifle, which I'm left-handed, so I tip the rifle to the left, and then you have defensive type up close and personal sights. So this is my first rifle, my first AR-15 rifle. My first rifle was an AK, but I really love this thing, so we're going to be putting it on paper today just to see how I do. I'm sure this rifle's more accurate than I am with a chrome line barrel, 1-in-9 twist. I'm going to be running some Wolf 55 grain zinc plated. So it's zinc plated full metal jacket, which this thing runs everything. So what am I going to be shooting at? We're going to be running about 100 yards. So let's walk down to 100 yards and I'll show you what I'll be shooting at. And I happen to have an 8-inch splatter shot reactive target. So, you know, when you hit it, it reacts just like the Birchwood KC one that's directly behind it. So we have like a 12-inch Birchwood KC and then an 8-inch splatter shot. And we're going to be shooting at from 100 yards with the Smith & Wesson M&P 15T. So let's load her up and put it on paper. Here's the zinc plated ammo, and it's Tula, it's not Wolf, I apologize for that. 55 grain, 223. Here we go. Now, as Jerry would say, that is a sweet shooter. Sweet, very sweet. Man, I just love the Smith & Wesson M&P 15T. It's really easy to shoot. The trigger, I think, needs improvement, of course, right out of the factory with Smith & Wesson. But overall, it's such a great rifle. The combination of parts that I do have on it, it's not a battle rifle. You know, like most people want their ARs to be a battle rifle, a run and gun type of rifle. I like this as a bench gun, where I could just sit, have a good time, and rip off some rounds. Now, I started shooting a little bit faster there, so they're going to probably be all over that 8-inch target. And the target is on a piece of PVC, so I'm sure it just demolished that PVC. But this is a real, for a Gen 1, I mean, Smith & Wesson, this is a really nice rifle. And that UTG scope, it's just, I mean, it's clear. It's 12 power. People say you don't need a 12 power. I don't care. If I needed to carry this thing, like I said, it has a single and double sling loop, and I have a Magpul sling for it. And so you could carry it around if you had to. You wouldn't want to trudge it through the jungle or anything. But let's go down there and see how I did. Okay, so there's the group on the 8-inch target. I know it's hard to see because it's PVC, so it's heavy PVC. It went right through there. But I mean, they are all right on that 8-inch target. I mean, they were all right in here. I could stand to move it a little bit. So when I started rapid firing, you could see they all went right in there. And for me, that's pretty good. At 100 yards, just ripping them out of there. Anyway, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed the 8th installment of On Paper with the Smith & Wesson M&P 15T. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.